Yes.
Well, I think that is not entirely stating the issues the way they are. Okay, irrespective of how we try to explain the phrases and English words that have been used in a piece of legislation. The law is as stated by my learned senior and as also read by you. However, the facts on the ground show that it is not only PDP that has issues with its primaries.
Are you serious?
As a matter of fact, I stumbled on a newspaper publication, the Punch newspapers of yesterday, which says that Mr. Abraham of the APC is in court challenging the outcome of the primaries of that political party. So it is wrong. It is.
No, that does not stop the party. That is our own internal struggle. For goodness sake,
but
we
he's in
cannot
court.
No, the man has a right to go to court.
Okay.
No, there is no quarrel about it. Chief Abraham is a leader of the party and respected by all of us. If he felt that the primary was not good enough or that he was cheated, for goodness sake, he has a right to go to court. But take note, he must work assiduously for his party to win in order to reap the fruit of that labor. If his party fails, what will he inherit?
Okay.
There is nothing to share in zero.
Okay.
Therefore, the principle of what transpired in the case of Amechi and Omeha and all that, it was because PDP won. Therefore, in our own case, if anybody goes to court, as many as will go, we appeal to them. Don't go. But if they do, go ahead, litigate as it were. But it's still our party affairs. At the end of the day, when the court decides that you are entitled or you are not entitled, whichever way it goes, it is APC affairs.
Okay.
In this case, PDP therefore cannot entrust their own internal crisis generated by them, orchestrated by them, developed by them, and now masterminded to the public to say, no, because we are having crisis in us, therefore there will not be election. No. That is unreasonable, it's unthinkable, it should not be thought of.
Okay.
And INEC has made the right decision. The election must go.
Let's bring in easy. Now, you people consider yourselves the major party, the biggest party, as they say, as you guys say, in Africa. I do know that all political parties have equal opportunity, equal space to run, but you consider yourself the major party, and so you feel that if you do not have your house sorted out, there will be chaos.
Like I said again, it's not a shouting match. All right, the issues are the way they are. It is not limited to PDP, and it is not limited to APC.
We are not complaining.
Okay, so the APC is not complaining.
No, don't worry. Excuse me, sir. Whether you are whether you are complaining or not, there are candidates of the APC who are in court. Put that information out there. Excuse me, sir, please.
Nobody has disputed this fact.
Can you please don't worry, don't worry. You had your time. Let's inform the public. I made up my mind before I left home. It's not the literary and debating society.
No, go ahead.
All right? It's to enlighten the public. So as I was saying, all right, the APC is in Mr. Abraham is in court challenging the outcome of the primaries held by APC itself. And on that basis, as a matter of fact, that matter has been adjourned to the 5th of December on the basis that Justice Dingba is suffering from ill health and cannot adjudicate over that matter. Now my lawyer senior was trying to define what we can call serious breach. And I'll say to him, they've made mention of Rivers State, they've made mention of Kogi State and all of that. If even what you have is one loss of life, if what you have is a civil disturbance, which the police force could not curtail, which security agencies could not curtail, are you saying that is not a serious breach? When are we going to say a serious breach is likely to occur? Would it be when one person dies and we say, oh, it's okay, it's only one person that has died? Will we say that the enormous resources that will be expended on this election and we will have inconclusive results and then we'll go back and have a rerun is not a serious breach? Are we saying that in this phase of recession, quote and unquote, we will go ahead and expend resources on elections which the court would nullify at some point? We usually have election petitions at the end of the matter. We don't have them before elections are held. This is very baffling for me. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. We were here. Malana Sino was here in Nigeria when James Saleke refused to resign. When he refused to leave the National Assembly to contest the elections in Kogi State. He said he was not, that the elections had been held and that Ondo was dead, that he should take over as governor. He went to court to the extent that he went all the way to the Supreme Court, still holding that office. Yet we came back and it was until the Supreme Court ruled over it that we finally rested on that matter. So are you saying that we should keep wasting resources? Are you saying that we should keep tampering and regarding life as not good enough, or start counting number of lives that are lost before you say that an election should not be postponed. It's baffling to me. I stand for one thing, for only one thing today, aside the fact that in the elections that we have had, till today, Rivers has not completed its elections. Till today, only recently the Kogi concluded its own. In Edo State, we just concluded ours there. So what I'm saying is this: should we go ahead and waste resources when we can wait a week or two? What will change in that week or two?
Now the question to ask is, my learned friend has refused to address the condition precedent. Interestingly, we are lawyers. The conditions are this: a serious breach of the peace.
Yes, sir.
In which area has this serious breach of the peace occurred?
If you want me to
just a moment.
Hold on. Let me come in here.
Yeah.
When you read that portion of the Electoral Act that says there is reason to believe that a serious breach of peace is likely to occur, is there a reason to believe?
The person who has a reason to believe has now said, I don't have a reason to believe.
Okay, hold on. That's one person.
That's
just
the person. Just a moment.
That's one person.
No, it's not one person. It is the institution.
Okay.
The referee is the one saddled with the game. He's the master of the game.
There are match commissioners.
No, match commissioner and all that. The match commissioner in this instance is INEC. You will recall.
The referee is not the match commissioner.
Now wait. In this context, you will recall that in Edo State, INEC said it was ready. The security agents came, DSS and the police came out to say, we noticed serious security issues, which will make the election not to hold.
So those are the
just a moment. The parties were at one. That is, the DSS, the police. When INEC saw reason with them, INEC postponed the election. In this instance, INEC has not seen any reason. No report has come from the DSS. No report has come from the police. And then you can hear the reason being given. The reason being given is simple: that there is a crisis between Barrister Jimoh Ibrahim and Barrister Jagede.
So who is giving that reason?
I heard Chief Adeyeye, when he was talking, say that Jagede would have been given time. It is all about time. The issue is not about time. What happened is this: there is no single individual that has a right to contest in Nigeria. It is the parties that contest.
Correct.
Whichever way that it goes, Jimoh Ibrahim has been campaigning for all this while. It is PDP. So if Jagede comes out now to campaign, it's still the PDP. The name of Jagede is not going to be written on the ballot paper. It is PDP that is on the ballot paper. Recall, my learned friends, that in 2006, 2007, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar was contesting under the platform of either AC or ACN then, and then he had issues. The matter went to the Supreme Court almost 2 or 3 days before the election, before the judgment was delivered. There was no reason to postpone the election. No basis. In Ondo State, PDP-led government has this Ondo State Independent Electoral Commission.
This law was passed
ODEC, yes.
After that judgment.
Yes, ODEC, we said we were not going to participate. ODEC went ahead, conducted the election. The chairman and the councillors are all there seated. So if the people are not ready, if they have issues themselves, they cannot slow us down. For INEC is ready. The security agents are ready. We are ready. The other political parties are ready. Please don't cry more than the bereaved.
The other political parties are not ready. Which of
the political parties? Name them.
Name them. Please, hold on. I've been cautioned here that I'm allowing you interrupt him. So I'm not going to allow you interrupt him again. So please, go. We need you go ahead. You're a gentleman. Go ahead.
This is what I'll say, sir. Again, I like this discourse. Look at your section 33, sir, of the Electoral Act. It says a political party shall not be allowed to change or substitute its candidate whose name has been submitted pursuant to section 32 of this act, except in the case of death or withdrawal by the candidate. Do you have that, sir? That's number one. So let's agree on that. Then secondly, there's something we call enfranchisement. All right, that's a constitutional provision. It's your right. Hold on a minute. Hold on. The right to vote and be voted for is a constitutional provision. As a matter of fact, it's a fundamental human right. This constitution takes precedence over this. You can hear, even though I've not had the benefit of reading the judgment of the Court of Appeal today, one of the snippets that I got was that the Court of Appeal said the Federal High Court gave no fair hearing to Mr. Jagede. Now, that is a constitutional provision, right to being fairly heard. Now, if you restrain Mr. Jegede from contesting, whether it's a primary or not, or you restrain Mr. Abraham of the APC from contesting or not, whether it's a primary or not, those are constitutional provisions that take precedence over the Electoral Act. Now, in that case, what it means is that whether you expend 3 billion or 5 billion on the elections, an election can be overturned only on the basis of abuse of fundamental human rights to vote and be voted for, irrespective of whether your party is fielding a candidate or not. So, my learned senior cannot, by any stretch of any imagination, draw a line between the individual candidate and the political party. No way. It's not the horse that is going to sit on the seat. It's not the bird, and it's not the chicken or the corn. No, it's going to be an individual. And if Mr. Jegede, on the basis of fundamental, which I have been campaigning, on the basis of enfranchisement, if he says I was disenfranchised by the Honorable Court or by Independent National Electoral Commission from the right to vote and be voted for, on the basis of that, which is what the Court of Appeal has started saying already, then that election will be overturned. It would have been a waste of resources.
All right, this is a good place to take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Don't go away.